Do you ever wonder what's going on in the Sea of Thieves? Like, is there any mystery going on at the moment? Is there some sort of prelude to an upcoming story arc? Is the narrative finally being hit with a defibrillator? If these are the questions you come to this video asking, then I'm here to tell you, don't worry, because nothing's happening. But hey, at least Merrick's standing next to some rocks talking about sharks again. Or should I say, occasionally. Because he's quite possibly the worst super sleuth in existence. Because here he is talking about gems that are appearing in shark statues. The entire community has noticed this red one. Even the Sea of Thieves Twitter profile showcased a little internal build 180 pan around, and he's still stuck at this purple one, fiddling with his bait box. But with his ramblings, I think it's safe to say at this point that these new threats we'll be getting will be Megalodons. At least that's how the narrative is going. From people on sea posts talking about Merrick and his ramblings, Merrick leaving his journals around the place with the date and time he was last there, and doing all of this as a neon hourglass lost farmer while still proclaiming he's hiding from the Dark Brethren. He's almost as useless as Pendragon at this point.
What have we done?
Shut up, Penny Dickens the Final. But here's something of hope. Looks like Merrick left one of his journals at Morrow's Peak, right above the head of the stupidest revenge arc in history, also known as Captain Morrow. And it appears as though my speculation many videos ago about Red Maw finally coming to the game may be true, as Captain Morrow now has a few more lines talking about this elusive Red Maw, something she's been waffling on about ever since the release of Forsaken Shores, which is when I first speculated this. She's now waffling on about how no one ever believed her, much like the ramblings of the Shrouded Ghost, whatever that is. But Merrick is also revealing how he thinks these new Megalodons are now surfacing, or rather, he knows how. The arrival of these new Megalodons in the Sea of Thieves has piqued everyone's interest. Were they lying dormant, only to be roused by the sirens as a secret weapon? Or could they even be the offspring of the fearsome Megalodons that pirates have battled until now? Perhaps the nefarious Captain Flameheart, in his obsession to uncover the secrets of the mysterious orbs, has delved into the dark arts of mad science, conjuring up monstrous new beasts to terrorize the seas. The possibilities for this captivating narrative thread are endless. Will the Megalodon's origins be shrouded in ancient mythical lore, or does an even more sinister force lurk beneath the waves? Viewers and community, the excitement builds as we wonder what twists and turns this thrilling story might take. Merrick, the moment has arrived. Reveal to us the profound truth you have uncovered in all of its magnificent splendor. Let your words inspire and enlighten us as we eagerly await the revelation of your hard-earned wisdom. They came from the Sea of the Damned. Really? That's it? They came from the Sea of the Damned? With all the possible story arcs this game has been throwing at us, with all of the lore characters introduced in countless tall tales, crossovers, and adventures, not to mention the story-building narratives that were in the game long before any of this, and the best you can come up with is the Sea of the Damned did it? Really? Oh, Flameheart's not back yet. The Sea of the Damned did it. Oh, Jack Sparrow's here. Oh, the Sea of the Damned did it. The Gold Hoarder's back again. Sea of the Damned did it. DeMarco's corpse is still on an island. Sea of the Damned. It just seems as though every time the story gets a little tough to think up, they just full out blame it on the Sea of the Damned. Honestly, I have no idea who's in charge of the narrative these days for Sea of Thieves, but this is Tanya's arm levels of uninspiring writing. The Sea of the Damned did it is like saying, oh, magic, that's why. Very disappointing, to be honest. But anyway, however they're working on this narrative, I think it's pretty obvious that we're going to see a new Megalodon encounter in this update as one of the new things to do. And it's most certainly going to be Red Maw.
What have we done?
Now, I know you might think that sounds pretty lackluster, but I'm sure the developers won't just give us a red Meg and be like, ooh, look, it's red. Go at it. I'm sure it'll deliver some new mechanics and perhaps enrich the sandbox in some way. If anybody here remembers the original Hungering 1 Meg, when it first came into the game, it was brutal. Some people couldn't even defeat him. So looking forward to something very similar. Basically, I won't be happy until most of the people on social media are complaining it needs a nerf. But aside from all that, one very cool addition I've noticed at the outposts, aside from the blatantly obvious Hunter's Call emissary areas, is this. Can you see it?
Me? Just hanging around?
No, not that. This. a tiny little paint jar seen near several outpost signs, and a new tiny blank signpost. I know this is a small little detail, but it's stuff like this that I really appreciate. I mean, it's nice to think that there's someone out there in these outposts purposefully going out of their way to take their time and update these little details. I mean, that's what you'd think, but I'm pretty much guessing the Sea of the Damned did it. Subscribe.
The Sea of the Damned did it.